Hey everybody, happy Saturday. It's been a little bit since I've been on Facebook Live with you, so I wanted to just talk to you about a couple things that's coming up with Mili Life. But all of you know that I love to do tips and tricks as well. I've done some of those in the past, some of my favorite things that I like, and I always love to share them with everybody. Time-tested stuff. I'm kind of one of those people that if I see it, I got to try it to believe it. So I just want to share a couple tips. One of them was passed down to me from a friend, and I absolutely love it, so I want to share it with you today. Couple things. One is I got a fabric back in stock, back by popular demand, so I want to show you that, and it's going to be just in time for Valentine's Day. Voila, love it, and this has been a popular item for a lot of people, so it's going to sell out fast. We're going to get this cut up and get into the in basket on my Shopify account, so it will be in there for sale shortly. Why, have you asked? There's no new anything in the shopping cart. Well, let me tell you, I learned something new about cutting technique. So I've got this fabulous cutting board. It cuts all my strips for the headbands. However, I've noticed that some of my headband edges are not having clean cuts. So I looked at my blades. I'm like, they're supposed to be lifetime blades where they don't get dull. Oh, I was not happy. I was starting to throw fabric out. So I was about to spend some more money on a new cutting board, and I talked to some people, and I found out that this little number here, you see all those little grooves in there? This is my plastic sheet. When I lay my fabric down, the blades push up against that, and it cuts groove in this plastic sheet. So these wear out over time. I did not know that. So the knife pulls into those little grooves, and then it doesn't make, the edges are not straightened out any longer. So I've ordered some new boards. Those will be coming this week, and we can get production back in play, and we can start cutting up some fabric because I've got lots sitting in my basement shop ready to be cut and sewn and all that. So the other thing that we're going to be doing, and I think I mentioned this, is we're going to be going out to New York to a fabric trade show to find some new and fun fabrics. So if you have a favorite color or a type of fabric you'd like to see for Mili Life, shoot me a post. I would love to hear from you, and we can try to make accommodations. We're also going to be getting in some fun Valentine colors. This one is one that I just showed you, this fun fabric here. That will be back in the basket. We're also going to be doing lots of hearts for Valentine's and glitter. We've got Mother's Day coming up, the Susan G. Komen breast cancer run on Mother's Day. So we'll have some breast cancer headbands coming out. And we'll also have St. Patty's Day coming up in March. So we'll have some fun four-leaf clover patterns and things of that nature. So those are up and coming. The other thing that we have, and I posted this earlier last week, is we now have hang tags for all of our products. So here we go. You can see they're see-through. Fun little hang tags that say Mili. Actually, I'll do it like that so you can see it. There you go. And these turned out, I think, really fantastic. They're different, and they're, so they're going to be on all of our products that get shipped out. So we've got those. All right, so I wanted to, and here's a sample of one of the headbands with the hang tag on it, ready to go. So if you want to buy this little number, you can just log into my Shopify, Mili Life, Shopify.com. So that's that. All right, now on to a few tips and tricks. So first off, I wanted to share this little product with you. This is Lumify by Bosch & Lomb. Why am I showing you this? Because I struggle with red eye every day. I look like I've either been crying or I didn't have enough sleep. So as you can see, I'm going to get it real close. You can see that I've got a lot of little just bloodshot eyes. I'm going to show you how this works, because not only does it take the red out, I feel like it brightens the eye. So I'm going to put one in one eye so you can see the difference. So I got that in there. Okay, we're going to wait just a second, and I'm going to show you how that works. All right, so we've got that. The other thing I want to show you, ladies, do you struggle with cleaning your makeup brushes? Mine are always caked with makeup because thank God for makeup. All right, I've got 2 brushes. You can see that they're packed with powder and icky residue and all that. So this is my go-to makeup brush. This is my second one because I decided that I was going to clean it with coconut oil because it sort of liquefies. I don't know, ruined the brush. I did one where I boiled it thinking, oh, it'll sanitize it. Oh no, it took the glue off around and hair started falling out. But I've got a good one now. What does that entail? Well, here's my ball jar. What's in here? Vinegar. Love vinegar. I have a huge, not even a gallon, it's more than a gallon, because I throw it in my wash as well, because it cleans your towels really good and gets that smell out. Okay, so I start out with my vinegar. I've got my dish detergent for the kitchen, and I put, a good dosing of that in there. And one other thing, hold on one second, because I have to run over to my stove. I've got my boiling water. Okay, I'm gonna throw a little bit of that in there. All right, so now what I've done in the past also is, let's not melt anything here, is I've just taken soap and done this number in my hand till I feel like it's clean, and it never quite comes clean. So I want to show you how this works. So again, it's part vinegar, part dish soap, and just some hot water. So I'm going to just stir this around. You can see my mixture turning a cloudy type of gray. Ooh, gross. I try to do this once a month. I probably should do it more than that, but yeah, look at that. And you can see, I'm going to have to back up a little bit. I'm just going to keep stirring here. It's actually kind of, I got to do this more often. You can see that the bottom is now white. Look at that. It gets right in there and cleans it. So when I wring it out, you can see that this is white again and there's no residue inside. So all that oil, facial oil, your makeup is all gone, and it rinses super nicely. Shake it out, and the next day it's ready to go. I've got one more brush. I'm going to show you can see how gross that is. And I'm gonna dip it in the same jar. We'll see how that comes out. Get it nice and clean. So this does have a little brown to it. It's the way the brush is. It's kind of a sable brush, but now you can kind of see the color of the white and the brown together versus just the makeup that was on there. So again, nice and clean. And vinegar is a great antibacterial as well. So that's that little tip and trick. I love it. It's super easy and it's fast and clean. I was spending probably 5 minutes or more just in my hand rinsing. I probably used more soap than I have in this jar right here for all of my brushes. So that works super, super nice. Okay, now you're saying, what about your eyeball? Let's just pull up close, and I'm gonna get close so you can see the redness out of my eye. Okay, so as you know, remember I put the eye drops in this eye. So as you can see, nice and white, this one still has a lot of red because I didn't put any in there. What is it? I got a couple people tuning in. Lumify eye drops. It's great for redness. I always look like I've cried or I haven't gotten enough sleep. But you can see that this eye is a little bit whiter and brighter than this eye. So every morning I got my new Lumify drops. All right, that is really all I have for today. But I did want to share with you, a couple of you have tuned in. As you know, we have a daughter in the United States Navy, and she dropped in for a surprise visit over Christmas, which was the best thing ever. And it was the worst thing because she ultimately had to leave. So we went off to a wake the morning that she left, down in the other side of the town. She realized she forgot her backpack, so all the way back home we went. then back to the airport to find out that her flight was canceled. So she ended up leaving Thursday morning back to her base. So, but we know we've got some real life tensions kind of around the world right now. And when we signed her up in the Navy, we gained thousands and thousands of military families who are super supportive, and we want to extend our prayers for safekeeping for these babies that are out there. I know that my daughter is safe right now, and we'll continue a little bit of schooling and some learning, so she's not being deployed into any areas that are under stress right now. But I know a lot of mamas who have babies and kids that are out fighting for our freedoms right in the thick of it. So if you could keep your hearts open to some prayers for these kids that are out there fighting for our freedoms while we sit here in our homes safely, I know they would really appreciate it. So here's to all the military families out there who have served or are currently serving. Peace be with all of you guys, and thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week with some new stuff, and hopefully we'll have some new headbands to show you. So again, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good day.